Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. Join us now as the star of the new horror movie Abigail. Please welcome Ava Cantrell. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Oh, very excited to chat with you. And also, I should say Happy New Year as well. I know you had a great end to the new year with the release of Abigail, and I understand this isn't also your first kind of foray into the horror genre, also starring in Lights Out and even the horror adjacent Haunted Hathaways on Nickelodeon. So I'm actually curious, with a lot of your work now, are you attracted to horror projects, or is that just something you kind of fell into?
Yeah, maybe they're attracted to me because I consider myself a really open actor. I like all genres, but yeah, I do a lot of horror and I have a lot of fun with it. And also another thing about horror and myself too is that I'm always playing the scary characters. I'm never maybe more the scream queen type of situation. I could probably work on my scream. I'm usually just doing, the scaring, the creepy stuff. So I think that's the fun part for me though.
I think you would be great as like the scream queen, innocent survivor girl. Honestly, so obviously we were talking a little bit earlier. I watched Abigail just last night, and I thought you were a delight in it. You brought this nonchalant attitude while you were also doing some not very nice things. It,
Yeah.
it was a great combination right there, and so. I want to get into Abigail a little bit. Tell the audience out there kind of what it's all about and a little bit about your character now.
Yeah, so Abigail is a twisted teen love story thriller set in the 70s. It's a really wild ride, and I think it's good for everybody to watch. It's also good for like first-time horror watchers. Um, it kind of has a slasher essence to it, and I play Abigail, and Abigail is somebody you would not want to be friends with. I wouldn't want to be friends with her, but she's really fun to watch on screen, I hope. Um, she doesn't really have empathy, and that allows her to just do some really crazy, bold things without second thought, and that definitely moves the plot to a crazy place.
It really is. It's quite a twisted, crazy ending. And at one point I was like, wait, what's happening? What's going on? Oh.
Um,
And so you mentioned that obviously you like other genres and you kind of like that challenge of other kind of roles. So with the new year coming around, I'm kind of giving you the opportunity to manifest. What kind of roles or movie would you like to, do at some point in what would be hoping a long career for you?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm looking to like Abigail was my first lead role, and I'd love to do more of that. That was really cool, but in different genres as well, like some comedic drama, action, anything like that. And I do have something around the corner that's a zombie apocalypse movie, so that's gonna be fun. So yeah, just kind of venturing out of my comfort zone.
And yes, with your comfort zone, I know you've done comedy as well. I saw Young Sheldon. What else did I see on this list here? I was looking at so much. Like, yeah, working with Jason Alexander. How was that experience?
It was, I mean, top like number one maybe experience for me in the business. Seinfeld is just kind of my like comedic, it's just my favorite comedic show out there, and everybody on that show are comedic legends. And Jason Alexander just was so fun to work with, and it was really really hard to keep a straight face because he played around a lot. There was some improv, and I don't know, he just stole the scene. So it was so fun working with him.
I bet. I'm also being a fan of Seinfeld. I think it would be a wonderful opportunity to have that chance to work with any of the cast members, and Jason Alexander is definitely on the top of that list.
Right? Yeah. Thank you.
And I do have one last question. I'm curious now if you have any advice for like young women out there that want to break into the acting industry. Obviously, you've been doing this for a little bit now, but you're still so young in your career. What's it taking to get to this level of being a lead role, and the next step? What's next?
Thank you. Yeah, I think that having grit and resilience is a key factor everywhere, but especially in this business because there's a lot of rejection and you're going to get like 100 no's before you get one yes of getting a role. So be open to that rejection and don't have it get you that much. Don't take it that seriously. Just keep going and going and going and going and going, no matter what, if you're getting yeses or nos. So yeah, have some grit and resilience through it.
Wonderful. I think that's great advice. I've speaking from experience as well. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of no's, but you got to keep going. I love it. Well, Ava, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. And of course, everybody, please be sure to check out Abigail, available now on demand. It's, as she said, it's a great starter horror movie. I think everyone's going to love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on.
All right. Thank you so much again. And Happy New Year.